Hello, pretty girls. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. We're going to go just as soon as I make sure I'm live in the right spot, for goodness sakes. We're going to go and have a look at the free kits that you can earn when you place your order during April 2025. So I have two new kits to show you guys, and I've been creating a few posts the last few days. I've kind of been really not done well at that lately, so I'm going to try to get back into a better routine. But I've been sharing a few up-close pictures of the projects the last few days, and I hope that you guys will enjoy them. I know that a lot of you guys are, and I'm so excited to have them all completely shipped and packed and ready to go as the orders come in. So let's have a look at the very first one. So the Sidestep Create Your Way kit is featuring the Ocean Friends of the Ocean / Ocean Friends bundle this month. So this is an oldie but a goodie. It's an old fun fold that's been around probably since before I've even became a paper crafter. So it's been around forever and ever, but the funny thing is I've never created it until just this kit. So I feel like it looks adorable and really shows off that bundle and those bright, cheerful papers really, really well. But the kit that you guys are going to receive with a $75 order during the month of April is going to be enough consumable product to create all of the 6 cards that you see here. So just a quick up close peek at the kits. You guys will get the you will get all of the card bases, the white cardstock that you'll need to do your stamping on. So your cute little ocean critters here, you'll need some white cardstock for that. You'll have your colored cardstock that is required. You've got envelopes in here, and then you've got, of course, all of your pattern paper that's cut down to fit on those card bases as well. So you'll get all of that completely free, shipped right to your door with any $75 order that you're placing during this month. So as I said, those are already cut and packed and ready to go. So I usually will try to catch up on Happy Mail just every few days and get that on the way to you. So we will have a live virtual event next month. So during May, it'll be on a Friday night, and we just like to have a really good time together, paper crafting in our jammies, right? But I do want to mention that one product, since I created this kit, one product has actually hit the discontinued list, and it is the Sunny Day dots. So these really adorable, like almost neon colored, there's orange and hot pink and a teal. They're beautiful, but they were the coordinating accessory that went with this paper collection, and it made it upon the... I don't yawn until I turn the camera on, you guys. It's like just a thing. I don't know why. Sorry, my apologies. But it made it onto the discontinued list. Now they're fully retired. So you guys cannot order them anymore. So I just don't want you to pop over on the blog and see the supply listing and be frustrated that you can't get them. The bling, the dots, the embellishments are the easiest thing to sub out. So grab something from your stash, or you can look online and grab something from the website that you like. There, as I said, these are just a lot of bright colors. So there are tons of, like, the palette is gorgeous, right? So you'll have something that will match. So just be aware that you cannot get those. I do want to caution you that the other pieces of the collection, the papers and the stamps and dies, that kind of thing, those have made it onto the last chance section. So that means that they are on their way out, and once they sell out, they will no longer be orderable. They will not be restocking those. So if you guys really like this kit and you want to create the projects, you're going to get the consumables, the papers shipped to you in your kit. But most of my ladies like to create more of them using what they've learned in the class. And so if you love the paper and you want to create more of them, you definitely want to grab some of this paper and get it into your shopping cart before it's completely gone, right? So as you can see, all 6 cards are going to function the same way. Fun thing is they will mail flat. They will fit in a regular A2 size envelope and be completely flat for mailing. And so you guys will be, pardon me, set up and ready to go. I love a good card that is going to like sit up on a space, like a shelf or a desk or something like that, because many times when I get cards, I put them up where I can see them because they make me happy. And so I love a card that is going to have a little bit of extra pizzazz, if you will. And not only does it meet the functionality of a card where it's going to mail flat, it's not going to cost you a great big envelope and a bunch of extra money to ship it and all that good stuff. But it is an adorable card that has a little bit extra pizzazz than just your standard card that you might see. So you can see that on the back is going to be a full white piece that you can either stamp an additional sentiment or handwrite. I swear to goodness, I have not yawned all day. So sorry, guys. But you can handwrite something on the back as well, and it will fold flat, so you can do that. You guys know what I mean? Like when you make a card sometimes that's interactive, it doesn't like to fold flat very well. It's kind of lumpy and bumpy, but this one is actually okay. So these are what we're calling the side step create your way cards. And as always, you guys are going to get access to all of the files. So of course, again, if you want to create more of them, there's a full cutting guide in here, as well as additional photos that are up close. And if you want to put these together and not wait for the online class, you're absolutely welcome to do that. But everything is there, and it's, kind of what you've seen the last several months and ready to go. So for a $75 order, if you guys are choosing to use the host code before tomorrow night to qualify, you are going to see that host code pinned in the comment underneath this video. So for a $75 order, you'll get the 6-card kit on the way to your door, the cutting files, as well as the online class. So we will move over here. We'll get all of these fun little guys out of the way. We'll move over here and have a look at the great big workshop. So this one uses the Wildflower Birthday paper collection. I absolutely love it. I love a paper with a little bit of something different, a little bit of something extra in there. And the gold foil on this paper collection is amazing. So it's a beautiful pastelish kind of toned down. It's definitely toned down from the Friends of the Ocean that you just saw here. So this is like a completely different palette that we're working with. But as you guys know, whenever you qualify, pardon me, by placing a $125 order, you're going to get the add-on kit, which is this plate full of goodies here. You'll get the add-on kit as well as the Create Your Way kit. So you get 2. So $75 order, you're going to get the kit to make these and the class and the files. And if you order $125 using the host code that's pinned in the comment, you'll get this kit and files and class, and you'll get this kit and the files, and you can put these pages together. So you get some fun little goodies when you shop with me during this month, but you guys will have just your files are standard. Everybody has seen them a million billion times. Full cutting guide. There is a Cricut file to create the Cricut pieces should you so choose. And your up close photos as well. So what I did differently, a little different than anything I've ever done in the past, is I created a bunch of interchangeable files or titles for you. This paper collection, when we go through it, you guys will really get a good look at it, but it really has it has a birthday celebratory theme, and it has a lot of flowers as well, a lot of floral things. So, pardon me. So what I thought would be fun is knowing that you guys may not want to use a birthday theme or a celebratory theme. Maybe you want to use it for an Easter theme, or you really want to enjoy those flowers because there's tons and tons of flowers. So I wanted to give you guys some titles that worked for birthday, titles that worked for like a floral theme, and some titles that are kind of in the middle. So what I thought would be fun is there are 22 of these interchangeable titles here. And there's also a few other titles that are in a different style. So they're different shape, different print, that kind of thing. But there are 22 of these little interchangeable little titles here. And so just for instance, just to read off a few of them, you've got a celebration fit for a queen, bloom and be happy, spring makes me happy, it's your day to shine, thank you for helping me bloom, joy blooms from you, enjoying springtime, bloom with kindness, celebrating you, love in bloom, an unforgettable day together, an unforgettable Easter, fun things like that. So what you guys can do as you're going through the pages is if you want to create, grab photos of a different theme than what I have in the titles, you guys can just find one of these titles and swap them out. They will fit perfectly in the spaces that are provided. So if you get the add-on kit, which is the $125 tier, right? That in the 6-card kit, right? You're going to get 3 sheets of the gold foil that you can use with your die cuts here. Okay, so I'm providing the gold foil for you, and I'm providing all the 22 titles plus all the other Cricut print and cut pieces. So you'll get that shipped to you along with your 6-card kit for your $125 order. Okay, you also have on the front of your add-on kit envelope, there's a QR code, just like on the 6-card kit, and that will take you directly to a Google folder that have all of the additional files, photos, pardon me, other things that you will need to create that kit should you so choose. So you'll have those immediately, you know, and if you, I did years ago, email the files to you. When your kit shipped, I emailed the files. But what I found was a lot of my ladies weren't getting to their kits right away, and they would come back and they would reach out to me 3 and 4 months later when they had time to create, and they would say, Suze, I cannot find the email that you sent me. Can you resend it? And so I felt like if I just put a QR code on the kit, that when you were going through your stash and you were ready to put the kit together, you immediately had access to the files right there, and you didn't have to wait for me to resend them for you. So that's kind of how the QR kit evolved. I think that it works fairly well. But again, if you guys have trouble with it, if you struggle in any way, just reach out to me and we can send it through email. That's no trouble at all. So let's look at layout number 1. It's the clusters for me, you guys. I said it over on my page several days ago. I love taking a bunch of smaller elements and like piggybacking them together. And to me, it just makes a really beautiful, large focal element that just kind of is like the star of the show, I think. So this one, we use the Birthday Squad title, and you can see lots of that gold foil here. There's gold foil all throughout the paper collection, as you can see here. It's completely beautiful. And this paper collection does have multiple sheets of die cuts and multiple sheets of the cut apart images. So what I did on the cut apart images, on some of those, rather than using them, just cutting them apart with my paper trimmer, so they were in, you know, rectangular or square form, I went ahead and I cut them with my dies. And so we use the Wildflower Designs dies, that by the way is also on the last chance list. So again, like, I'm really crossing my fingers that we at least make it through the month of April. I'm really hoping. So again, guys, go pop over to the blog post. You'll look at the full supply list and go ahead and grab those things quickly before they sell out so you can put this together, even if you're not going to get to it for a bit. But I used the different dies. You can see on this cute little hexagon here that's got some fun stitching around the outer edge. This one is like a fun scalloped hexagon that has some little dashes there in the middle. I love it. I absolutely love it because it looks like it could be a totally feminine set, but also it's not like, you know, super roughly and filled with hearts and things like that that you may or may not want to put on your masculine style projects. So I think it's going to be one that we could probably reach for again and again. But you'll notice here, we've got the really beautiful cake image here and the beautiful cupcake image here. Both of those have been cut out with the Wildflower Designs dies. And so that's what gave them a fun shape. And again, it's like you piggyback a few of them together and you have a beautiful big focal element. So you can see we've got the one of the titles here, one of the cute little die cuts that I just popped right out, and with a little bit of twine and some embellishments around here, and I think it made an adorable little element. You can see down here, I love to adorn the photo spaces with some little tiny bitty pieces. So this is just a few of those little scrap from that cut apart sheet and a little bit of a die cut. Same thing over here as well. And then again, we just kind of mirrored a lot of those concepts on the left page, and they are hopped over here on the right. This one says it's your day to shine. So all of those 22 titles that I created for you are going to be really fun to kind of interchange and use. You can maybe pair some of them differently than I paired with them, or you can use them by themselves. There are a lot of them that'll work really great with cards as well. Like It's Your Day to Shine will work great for a birthday card, right? So if you guys wanted to use it, if you didn't happen to use it on your pages and you wanted to use it on a birthday card, well, then it's there and ready to go, and you have that part already done for you. So this one is an unforgettable Easter, and look at this amazing die cut cluster here that is just on the little punch out sheets. So again, all the hard work is done for you there. Here is a couple more of those hexagon shapes. And as I said, if you guys get that add-on kit, you're going to get the gold foil, more than enough gold foil. I overdid the gold foil, but you'll have more than enough of that to create all of the die cut pieces that you see here, and you'll have it for other projects as well. So you can see we've got hexagons, die cut, title, a little bit of the gold thread, which is also on the last chance, sadly, because I love that stuff and I use it like crazy. And then a few of the little dots. And so you can see by piggybacking those all together, they made a beautiful, beautiful focal cluster here. So we've got a few florals and some of those gold punch outs down here. Just a few little dots kind of scattered around. You guys, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just beautiful and sparkly. I love it. So a couple little photos up here, and I kind of refer to these as like a satellite photo where, you know, maybe you don't want to crop out grandpa's face, right, to get down to a 2x2 photo, but maybe you're a person that would take a picture of a birthday cake or take a picture of like a sign of a place you guys were going or something like that, where maybe it's not necessarily needs to be a photo in the top billing section, but it's a photo that kind of helps tell the story. So you could place those there in these spaces. You could even put some of your scraps of your pattern paper to further decorate it if you would like, or you could use it as tiny journaling blocks as well. So definitely lots of opportunities to use those smaller 2x2 spaces if you did not want to put photos there. So again, I think it turned out ridiculously cute. This one I think is the one we put on the page this morning. This is a little bit of a pink overload with that beautiful pink base page there, but you can see just some fun photo clusters there. Kind of kept this one a little simple. We've got a tag. This is from the cut apart sheet, and that was very easy just to trim down with my paper trimmer. Little bit of the die cut. These were some of the inside pieces of that beautiful scalloped hexagon. You've got one of those interchangeable titles, a little bit of the twine and a few dots, and you're good to go, right? So easy as can be. Here's another way we use that beautiful floral bouquet there. A little bit of that hexagon behind it. Another title, the twine and the dots. It's like you guys are definitely seeing a pattern, right? I think they turned out so cute though. This one has a birthday theme. So this one is Born to Bloom. And the one over on the right, I used a celebration fit for a queen. Now you guys don't have to use two titles or two of the, you know, essential, like this, like you can consider them sentiments if you want. But I really kind of made them function as a title, made them look like a title. If you guys don't want to use two per layout, you certainly don't have to. I just thought they looked absolutely perfect, and it was a really great way to set off some of those smaller elements that otherwise might just kind of be hanging out there by themselves, right? So you can kind of see the clustering that I have going on. It's like the same concept: hexagon, some die cuts, a title, some twine, and a few dots, and we're good to go, right? This little blue sheet here was a piece of the cut apart sheet as well. I cut down a bunch of those pieces, and in the cutting guide, I have noted the sizes that I cut each of the pieces down. So all you guys have to do is, if you want to create your pages like mine, you just have to copy those sizes that I placed there for you, and you'll be able to have all of your pieces match my pieces if you would like. Again, it's your workshop. You can create them how you would like, but a lot of my customers over the years are like, Suze, we want to create them exactly like you. That's why we want your cutting files. And so I make sure that everything that I do, I make it easy for you guys to duplicate, replicate if you would like. So again, more of those really beautiful scallops there. I love this is one of my favorite die cut images. This just cute little piece of birthday cake. I don't know why I love it so much, but it looks adorable there. And you can see it's just like piggybacked on the corner, the edge of a little photo. Like I say this in every video, I love to overlap little bits and pieces on my photos. You just be careful where you do the overlapping, right? Like if there was a face right here, I obviously would not put that photo here with this cute little colored strip of cardstock, right? If I had a face right here, I would probably put that photo right here, and the face would be right here instead of having a piece of cardstock on top of it. So you just have to be a little bit careful about where you decide to place your photos, and where you decide to place the elements that may or may not be overlapping a portion of them, right? Most of your photos, the edges are just like, you know, a wall or the side of the corner, the coffee table, or like grass or something like that, because most of the time your focal, you know, your people or the things you're trying to capture in a photo are near the center. And so you very easily can overlap something along the edge without, you know, harming a person or covering up a person's face. Like, don't take your paper trimmer to your brother's arm, right? It's probably unkind. So I love this one here. You got a fun little die cut cake. We put one of the cute little die cut cupcakes, a few more of the die cut little tiny flowers. We have a title here on top of the scalloped die that we punched out with our foil paper. And you've got, again, more of the twine and more of the dots. And it is making a darling Absolutely darling little title cluster there. I love it. This one is created with a bunch of those. I tell you what, guys, I love creating inside print and cut. Most of my customers know that I love creating inside print and cut, and that's just where I truly get to play with color and play with design, and I adore it. But you'll notice all of the other titles that we use, those interchangeable titles, they were all the tan color that matched the foil paper. And so I felt like I had to add a little bit of color in here. And so these are just some fun titles that we got from Cricut. So they will match the colors in the palette of the Wildflower Birthday, right? So you've got bursts of color. They're very spring centric, spring themed. I feel like it was just a very adorable layout. Again, it's like exploding with color. It's almost like you need to put some photos on here to kind of tame it down a little bit. But I've really enjoyed playing with those scalloped hexagons, and you can see just little tiny bits of color here and there that really adorn those photos. They will look amazing when you put pictures on here instead of photo placeholder cards. It will look awesome. This one I loved. The watering can came from Cricut. This is one of the die cut pieces with the gold foil. And so you just put them in back there behind the watering can, and a little bit more of that twine and some dots. And it made an adorable little cluster. I love it. Absolutely love it. This one was fun. It was great big. So it really took up a substantial part of the page, but I just love it. Absolutely adorable. Okay, we'll keep going. I think we're on the last one. So this one is very birthday themed. You can see here lots of fun clusters. Again, those fun little titles. Here's just a few more of those die cut pieces. These all came from the cut apart sheets, these fun little tags. A few more of the die cut pieces. You can see just slightly overlapping the photos a little bit. So of course you may need to alter where you place those. It's up to you. You can see on this one up here, the banner is not even touching a photo. It's up on top of the pattern paper. So you could choose to do that as well. But look at how adorable those cute little clusters are. I absolutely love them. And unlike the lobster, the little Ocean Friends kit that I showed you guys previously, the bling is available for the Wildflower Birthday. You can still get it. So make sure you add that one to your shopping list, because those cute little dots, they come in the turquoise, light turquoise, and the beautiful peach pie, and the pretty in pink as well. And so they're a really great addition, and they match, I mean, like absolutely perfect with this palette. So hope you guys will enjoy these this month. I worked hard on them, and I love to hear the feedback. So if you like it, let me know. You can get the cutting guide on just the digital files, nothing to ship to you, but you can get the cutting guide if you place a $50 order over on my website. You'll have to reach out to me and let me know which cutting files you would like, because I have hundreds of them over on my blog. But you can request a set of cutting files for every $50 that you spend. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please feel welcome to put them down below in the comments, or you're welcome to send me a message. It's just whatever works best for you. And I'm so glad that you joined me today. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys next time.